gonna draw Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, from what movie?
Bad Guys.
Bad Guys. We love this movie so much. We hope you're going to follow along. You need your drawing supplies. We're going to use markers. You also need some
paper and something to go with.
Yeah, you ready to start?
Yes.
We're going to draw a simplified version of Mr. Wolf. You could call it a cartoon version of a cartoon. Let's draw his nose first. We're going to draw it in the middle of our paper, but towards the top because Mr. Wolf is really tall. So we're going to draw a U, a letter U, about this big. Then let's draw the top of his nose. We'll connect the top and then color in this shape. Now let's draw his eyes, and we're going to draw 2 straight lines. We're going to leave, well, first, let's draw 2 dots right above his nose. Look at that.
It's like a screaming face. It's like,
We're going to draw his eyebrow coming out to the left and also to the right. We want these lines to be the same length. And then we're going to draw the bottom of his eyes. I like turning my paper sideways. Sometimes that makes it easier to draw. And I like that your eyes are tipped up a little bit. That might even make him look more angry. We're going to draw the bottom of each eye coming down on each side and then back up. Now let's draw the inside of his eyes, or the pupils. We're going to draw a little circle right here and a little circle right here, and color it in, and we're drawing these at the top of his eye. This makes him look like he's kind of being sneaky, like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's draw his smile. We're gonna draw a U shape that comes underneath his nose, across, and then we're gonna come back up on the other side. And right at the end, you could also curve it, kind of going out just a little on each side. Nice. Now let's draw his eyebrows. We're going to start right in the middle, just like we did with the eyes. We could do 2 little guide points if we want because his eyebrows are close together. Then we're going to draw his eyebrow coming up to the left and then slightly down right at the end. And then the same thing over here. This one could come up a little higher too if you want, and then down. Now let's make the eyebrows thicker. We're going to start in the same place where we started, and then come up higher and then back down. And then let's color in that shape. And we'll repeat that same step on the right side. Start where we first started, come up higher though, and then back down and color it in. And if we ever go too fast, or if we fast forward the video, what can we do?
Pause the video.
Yeah, if you need extra time. Okay, now let's draw his head, the shape of his head. We're going to start right next to his eyebrow, and we're going to curl out to his cheek. And we can do the same thing on the right side. Next, let's draw the fur on his cheek. We're going to do a little zigzag in, and then a big zigzag that comes out and then back in. So a little one and then a big one. Then we can do another little one right underneath that one. Let's repeat that same step on the right side. A short one in, a bigger one that comes out, and then another short one or smaller one underneath. And you should end just below his mouth. And we can connect these 2 cheeks together with a curve underneath. It's starting to look like him.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job, Austin. Now let's draw his ears. And we're going to start up here and add 2 dots above his eyebrows with more space in between than like what we did for his eyebrows. Now let's draw an ear. We're going to come up from this guide point. We're going to come up to the left, and then we're going to curve back down and connect into his cheek. Now let's draw the ear on the other side. We're going to do the same thing, except out to the right, and then back down and connect to his cheek, or the side of his head. And then right here in between his ears, let's draw a small zigzag and then a taller zigzag and connect to the other ear. Now let's draw the inside of his ear. We're going to start here, curve down like this. And then we're going to draw little zigzags to connect to the other side of the ear. Then we can repeat that same step on the other side, curve down little zigzags to connect to the other side. We did it. We drew his head, and it looks super cool.
Yeah.
And I love that our two drawings don't look exactly the same. They're both turning out awesome. And that's because the most important thing is
To have fun.
and to
Practice.
practice. All right, let's keep going. Now let's draw his suit. And we're going to draw two lines that come down from his cheek. So we're going to draw him coming down. This is where we're going to simplify his body. Then down here at the bottom, we're going to connect. We can draw another line for his belt. And then we can draw two lines for the belt buckle. He did have part of his shirt untucked, but we're going to leave that off to keep it a little easier. We're going to draw a letter V underneath his chin. This is his button-up shirt. And then we're going to draw another V over here on the right side and on the left side to match. That's the collar. Then we can draw the line coming down his button-up shirt. And let's add maybe 3 buttons coming down the shirt. Yes. Now let's draw his jacket. We're going to draw a short line coming out for his shoulder on the left and also on the right. Then on the left side, we're going to connect down to where his belt is. And on the right side, we're going to connect differently. We're going to come down like this, and then we're going to go past his belt. Over here, let's draw a sideways V for the collar on his suit. And then one more diagonal line coming out. Let's repeat that over here. We'll draw that sideways, letter V. Then we're going to come back out like this. But watch this. This is going to come down and connect to the belt. All right, now we're ready to draw his legs. Let's draw 2 lines coming down, and we could draw these as long as you want because he's really tall.
Yeah.
But I'm going to draw him that long. Then up here, let's draw a guide point right in the middle. And from here, we're going to draw the other side of his leg. So we're going to come down on the left and also down on the right. So it looks like a really tall upside down V. Then we can connect the bottom of his pants on each side. And let's draw his shoes. We're going to draw a curve coming out to the left and a curve coming out to the right on the other leg. Then we're going to curve back around and connect to the inside of each of his legs to finish his shoes. Now let's come back up here and finish this suit jacket into his pants. What's he missing?
His arms.
His arms. Let's first draw this arm coming down and then into his pockets. We're going to connect it right there. And then we could also draw the inside of his arm right here and then connecting it. Oh, we could also draw a little line for maybe the end of his sleeve. Let's draw his other arm over here. We're going to draw it coming straight down. And then we can connect it into his suit jacket right here. And then right at the end, let's draw looks like a letter U, or almost like an oval shape. And then just a little line to finish his hand. We're missing one last thing for Mr. Wolf.
His tail.
His tail. Yeah, his big tail. We're going to start here. We'll draw a little curve in between his legs. Then we're going to imagine that going behind his leg and coming out to the right. We could draw a little zigzag coming up, another zigzag coming out. Let's add 2 more zigzags or a little sideways V to make him look more furry. Then we're going to draw it coming back in, and we can go past his hand and up to his leg. Austin, we did it! We finished drawing Mr. Wolf. He looks really cool, except we're not completely done.
We still need to color him.
Yeah, this part will fast forward, so remember to pause the video, take extra time to color in your drawings. You ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
Awesome, we did it! We finished drawing and coloring Mr. Wolf.
You look so much better colored in.
Yeah, I hope our art friends will take time to color their drawings also. You could even add a background, maybe even draw his car behind him.
Oh, yeah.
That would be awesome. We used our markers to color with.
But you can use whatever you have at home.
Yeah, even crayons. We used warm gray to color Mr. Wolf. We used WG03 from our Bianyo marker set, if you have the same colors.
We also use WGO1 for a suit.
Yeah, that's a really light gray. And the yellow we used for his eyes is kind of an orange. It's Y314.
We hope you have a lot of fun drawing Mr. Wolf.
We do. We hope you had a lot of fun, and we'll see you later, our friends.
Goodbye.